Hello Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. Please come into this tarot reading with an open heart and an open mind. Desire to learn something or better yourself. Take away only what resonates and please release the rest because you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Do trust your own intuition above all else. Now let's go ahead and set the intention to get my Taurus gang some clear, helpful, insightful messages wherever they are at on their spiritual path. A couple more good shuffles. We're going to talk about who or what is coming into you guys. Who or what is coming into Taurus? All right, let's do it. What energy is coming into Taurus's life in the coming weeks or so? What are they presenting as? Taurus energy. Who's coming in? All right, someone who's maybe a little bit defensive or working hard to get to you. Let's see. Yeah, no, they're working hard to get to you because they think it's like a soulmate connection. They think you're very kind. You have kind eyes. What else? What are their plans for Taurus? Oof. So they want to change. That's what, if the Ten of Swords is coming up in their goals or action plan, the Ten of Swords is Sun and Gemini. So the illumination of information, right? That's that Geminian energy, facts, data, details. That really, put an end to them in some sort of way. I frequently describe it as something that they held to be true about themselves turned out not to be true. So a certain belief or truth that they were operating on, when they found out that wasn't the case, it completely changed them as a person. And it wasn't the easiest change because, with the Sun, it has a lot to do with ego and sort of a fear of the unknown. Well, what if I do things differently than I've always done? What could possibly happen? It's like, well, what if you get things that you've never gotten before and they're really, really good? But something about the recognition of being in this connection with you or knowing you has changed them in I'm hearing unquantifiable level. That's not my word. That's the universe coming through. So interesting. So, with the Six of Cups, I have a feeling this isn't brand new. So hang with me. Let's see what else comes through. But so what are they thinking about Taurus? What are they thinking? What are they thinking about Taurus? Because the energy I'm reading is who or what is coming in. So in theory, they're coming into you. Even if it is someone who had blocked you or had put up some sort of fight about, I don't know, something about having children or something, and at one point in time they may have ended it, they regret that. What are their plans? What are they thinking? This is always a sign of like, I'm picking my moment. I'm waiting for my moment. I think they're wondering if it's too far gone, if they've lost sight of you, if they've lost their ability to contact you. I get the impression you guys probably aren't necessarily together right now. This is the card of waiting, though. It's, again, another Sun card, so there's a lot to do with the transformation and change of this person's ego and what they're going through, their own learning experiences, their growth as an individual, and what that would look like in a partnership. It's almost like I take this, too, as like they're trying to fight off memories of you guys. With the Six of Cups, typically, it does indicate the past. And for me, it's like something very pleasing about the past, right? We can get other cards like Judgment that can bring up the past, but it's not always the easiest energy. Not that I'm saying this is easy, but like the memories they have, I think they're looking back on the good times, but it's almost like they're trying to disengage from that because it also hurts too much to realize that they don't have you anymore. So what is the emotional truth here? What is the emotional truth for this person who's maybe coming back into Taurus? What is the emotional truth here? Let's pop it out. And they want to talk to you. They think about you a lot. The grass isn't always greener. That's what they've learned from this. There was something that it was requiring more effort and energy to stoke the flame or stoke the fire with you in order to get something to grow. And at the time, they thought it was easier to just disconnect or disengage or end something and possibly chase another opportunity, whether that was another person, career stuff. It could have been money. But I think they're having regrets. This may involve a Virgo. It certainly doesn't have to. There is something coming through about children as well. Maybe that was a conversation you guys were having about the idea of starting a family, or if that was something you were on the same page regarding. If not, it could be a couple different things. It could have to do with this person acting a little bit childish, right? Sometimes the pages come up in that capacity. It's like, also the idea of just like young love. This could have been someone you met when you were very young. You know, maybe this was your high school sweetheart and it's been on again, off again, or you know, whatever you consider young. I'm not going to put a limit on that. Whatever you view as that. Maybe it was very young in your, I hate to say career of dating, but you know, if you didn't start dating till whatever, fill in the blank, you know, again, there's no judgment here, but like, if this was someone you met very early on and when you started to date, it could be that you weren't fully in it in the way you are now, and so you had different expectations back then, and maybe you look back and regret some things too. But yeah, it does feel a little bit heavy. So let's see how Taurus, you have King of Cups at the bottom, so possibly something with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's see how Taurus, that's actually the first court card I have too, so that feels like it holds weight. Again, something about nostalgia, sentimentality, feeling emotionally connected to you, or even emotionally like bound to you. Yeah, if your person wasn't a Virgo, it's possible a Virgo came into the mix. And again, if this person went off to date someone else or be with someone else, I don't think they were fully satisfied in that either. So it could be that this is a much larger storyline. You know, don't get me wrong, this is about you, Taurus, but this small portion, it's almost like this person keeps, I don't know if they're looking for you and other people they date, or they really, what I get is they just keep repeating the same cycle. Like, rather than actually turning the energy inward of like, what am I doing wrong, or what do I need to change about me? They may be kind of trying to find themselves via relationships, which, don't get me wrong, eventually they will. You know, if you go out repeating the same pattern with this person and that person and like over and over and over again, you're bound to finally catch on that, oh, it was me. Like I was the problem in all those relationships. But again, with that page energy, they're still learning. It's taking them a long time to actually have that realization, but it's like their plan is to heal from this, but I think their plan is to try and come back in a changed person. But I do question, yeah, there's a lot of like mentor-student energy here, and the emotional truth is like they're still learning. And I'm not trying to justify what was done to you or their behavior, but you know, I mean, ultimately, people are going to learn their life lessons when they learn them. You can't necessarily control that, and there is very much like they're still kind of seeing the greater picture here. So. All right, for Taurus, how are they matching this energy, if at all? Is this someone they're excited to connect with again, or what's the deal here? Hasn't been an easy path, I can see that. How is Taurus showing up in this spread? Knight of Cups. All right, so you are looking for love offers or wanting to pursue, love and dating and all that. What is Taurus's plans? The Two of Cups. All right, so looking to connect, looking to meet with someone. That's very straightforward. That seems very healthy and good. What is Taurus thinking or communicating? The mental sector. Oh my God, Taurus, love your energy. Loving that. And then what is the emotional truth? I am curious if this is connected to this person or not. It could be. I mean, there could be a lot of healing energy you're offering. I would just caution you to not be a doormat. You know, it's make sure you allow people into your life if they truly have changed their ways, and you need to let them demonstrate that with their actions, not just their words, right? Because they can tell you something till you're blue in the face, but if the behavior hasn't actually changed, then that's, in a sense, that's like manipulation on some form, right? Like, I promise I'm going to do better, and then once they're back in your good graces, if they're not actually making attempts to do better, then what was that about, you know? What is the emotional truth here? I mean, okay, so you have lovely energy in terms of if you're starting like fresh, you're going to meet someone. Again, huge, you literally have all water sign energy, and they're all high vibe cards too, so Pisces, Cancer, you may still have love in your heart for a Cancer. With the Queen of Cups coming here, it could be that you need to be more, or not that you need to be, I'm just suggesting that with this card coming through here, you may be operating with a little bit more guarded energy. This Queen of Cups, her cup is closed off. So like she knows who's worth sharing her energy to. I think if someone is presenting an offer to you, you might consider it, but you're not necessarily out chasing people. And I don't necessarily see you initiating this. The Moon. Yeah, so there's a lot of feelings with the Moon card. Again, Piscean energy. This card has a lot of meanings to me as a reader. Sometimes it's about feeling like you are psychically connected to someone. Sometimes this has to do with artists and musicians and poets and people who are sensitive and again, in touch with that like emotive type stuff. and that may be expressed in their work or in their hobbies and their playtime and their projects. Sometimes it's a card of fearing the worst because we don't have a clear picture of the future, and so we're hesitant to move on because, you know, we might be thinking it's safer or more comfortable in the past because it's, at least we know it, at least it's familiar. But sometimes this is a nudge from the universe to like explore your options because there may actually be good things down the trail, because essentially the moon leads to the sun. So we do get clarity on things, but it's almost like we're being asked to take that scary step to venture off into the unknown and see what comes. So you might get some messages from a Libra of your past, a Libra who feels guilty about walking away. If that's the case, though, they're either wondering if you're still single, or if you are, you in that specific storyline, you're holding on to your independence. You're not necessarily looking to break bread with them again. Yeah, you might be thinking, or there's a fire sign who's thinking about you, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Make sure they're not married. If they're not married, they are thinking that you could be the one or their soulmate. And then there's someone who feels like they missed out on their chance with you because they put their guard up or they walked away. But yeah, you have a couple storylines here of someone who regrets leaving you and wanting to reach out, but wondering if it's going to do more damage than good. It's almost like, in some ways, they don't. It may have to do with ego and pride of like they don't want to come back and like beg to have you back in their life. But I don't know. Part of me also wants to say too, they also don't want to disturb your life because they truly don't know if they are going to be able to present themselves in a new and changed way. And so they keep waiting. It's like they keep, picking their moments. Like, I'll go back to the drawing board, or I'll get my life together here, and then I'll come back to Taurus. Only they're not really coming back because they're not making progress the way they had thought they would, or they're not necessarily feeling good about themselves. And here's the thing, I mean, I'm sure I've already lost my cross watchers already because what the energy coming through is not necessarily, the easiest things to hear. This person can't come back to you in a changed and transformed way simply because they're trying to change themselves for you. And while occasionally getting out of a relationship can be a good motivator, if all the energy they're working towards is to try and please another person, that's mistake number one. They need to do it for them. They need to want to be a better person for them and show up for themselves and really operate out of self-love and integrity in that way, and then kind of pursue the dating relationship stuff. But again, this person they're like a serial dater. They keep hoping that when they meet the right person, they'll know and that will change them, and I can tell you that's not working out for them. Obviously, it's coming up in your energy because some of you are still thinking about this person, and so yeah, I can confirm this person is thinking about you too. But they're not in a place where offers are being made with real substance. It could be that you guys still talk on occasion and text and send little cute messages with the Page of Wands. But it's like if you're waiting for them to step up and again, really bring their A game, they're presenting as a page and you're showing up as like queens and knights and that sort of thing. I think you have something new coming in. And to be honest, I think some of you have already connected with someone that you're already interested in. And this may be coming up in your spread to give you confirmation that, yeah, it's actually probably a good idea for you to pursue that next thing and not put your life on pause for this person. Very strong Pisces and Cancer energy coming through here. Messages are coming to you. So opportunities are available to you. Let's check the Love Oracle deck. This is the Dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. Yeah, interesting that we said things are going to be illuminated because the moon to the sun says you might be feeling foggy or confused or stuck right now. Know that is going to change. I'm recording this in Aquarius season, right? But we're on our way to Pisces season, which is a much more, I don't know if compatible is the right term, but I think things are going to start to feel, with this water energy, different for you in Pisces season in a good way. Aquarius and Taurus energy, they're both fixed energy. In astrology, they square each other. So there's challenges and obstacles that Aquarius season may present to you. And they're not a bad thing, but it's not always comfortable. It has to agitate you to get you to change. And maybe that's what this is happening for this person. I don't know. I'm just saying, I would look out for Pisces season because that looks delightful. Which is not far away, guys. Pisces season starts oh gosh, now I have to think about it. February 19th? Look it up, Google it. I don't know the exact date, but, around February 19th, baby. All right, love oracles for Taurus. Anything else they need to hear? Not enough. Lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, fear, and frustrations. Oof, that's a brutal picture. Yeah. That's what's going on here. There is some self-sabotaging stuff in your person. And that's what it is. The Page of Pentacles, part of why they're not coming through is they don't feel like they can give you what you really need. And the thing is, you both know that that's true. You both know that right now, where this person is at, it's still not going to be satisfying the way you want it to be. It's like you really just want this person to step up their game. But again, like, they have to do it for themselves before they can do it for you. And so the best thing you can do, like the idea of like, if you love something, set it free. That doesn't mean that you can't pursue other things and see what comes into you, because you're denying yourself the lessons of karmic gifts and friendships and connections where you can learn something about yourself too, right? It's not just about your person has to change. Something about this, it's mirrored. There's something that maybe needed to shift and change in you. Healthy choices, self-love, self-care, being happier, loving, and life. And one more. One more for Taurus. I just heard Scorpio. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio. And then grounded, stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance. Lovely energy for Taurus. That nice earthy energy. Solid as a rock. I've been getting lighthouse cards a lot in Cancerian readings, and you do have some of that coming up too. So again, some of you may be connecting with a Cancer. All right. So funny, I almost said for the sign of Cancer. No, okay, we're going to refocus our energy. For Taurus, is there some sort of oracle message that we can share with Taurus, either about this or anything else that would be helpful for them to hear? Let's see. Accept love. Okay, let's do it. Let's read from the book. So it is, oh wait, I have to look up the page number. Give me 1 second. 57. 57. Okay. For many of us, it is easy to give love to others. It may be a little more difficult to accept it in return. Accepting love means believing that you are worthy of a gift, and not all of us really believe that we are. Accepting love can also feel risky. After all, if you open yourself to love, it can then be taken away, leaving yourself feeling vulnerable and hurt. Passion, like fire, can burn us, but it is still worth it. Only in both the given and the receiving of love can we form balanced relationships, whether between friends, family, or romantic partners. You don't have to let people in if their affections seem false or come with a price. But if those around you offer love freely and genuinely, try to accept it with an open heart. I assure you that you do deserve it. I feel like this is trying to come in. Hopefully you are able to see it. Hopefully you're able to separate or see the forest from the trees, right? And accept what could be like a really nice offer. Throw some zodiac signs on it. For Taurus, what zodiac signs want to come out? Leo, Aries, Pisces, and Leo again. So we'll roll one more time. You got double Leo energy here. Maybe some Leo rising. And you have Gemini as well. It fell out on the Gemini card, no less. How interesting. All right, and one angel number for Taurus. Confirmations that you can look for on license plates, receipts, phone numbers, anything like that. For Taurus, an angel number. Ooh, that flipped right over. 7, I am brilliant. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes give you a greater awareness than most. All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you. Please like the video, guys. Show me some love in the comments, leaving a positive comment or an emoji. Anything like that helps me find a greater audience on YouTube, and it helps my channel grow. If you're not already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. You can hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post my readings. And if you want more content from me, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and I am also now accepting donations. If you hit the heart symbol with the $ through it, you can leave a tip or a donation, which is always welcomed and encouraged. I'm the Intuitive Teacup. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.